Reverse sear tri-tip on the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make an amazing, juicy, tender, reverse seared tri-tip. Stuff is fantastic. Let's get after it. I got this great Snake River Farms Wagyu tri-tip. I've cooked it before. I love it. I'm going to trim it up real quick. Doesn't take a lot of trimming. I'm just trying to get the loose stuff or any hard fat. Make it look nice. It's pretty good. Alright, we're set. Go ahead and get my rub. I've really been into this Tom Douglas Rub with Love steak rub lately. What I love about this stuff is that the paprika in it, or there's something in it that really allows for you to get this really nice char when it comes to the sear of my reverse sear. Almost like a blackened crust. It just tastes amazing. So we'll let this thing sit while we get the grill fired up and come back and grab it in about 20-30 minutes. Alright, there she is, my beauty. This is my favorite grill of the 14 grills that I own right now. I'm using this thing constantly. Here's my charcoal hopper, which is pretty empty because I did a long cook a couple days ago. So we'll get that filled up. Down here's the ash catcher and where we put our fire starter. And you can see this grill has a ton of space. I love this thing. I mean, it's an easy bake oven, set it and forget it, super easy. So I've got my hopper full here. About every 6 inches I add wood chunks. We'll go ahead and put the fire stick in and light it up. It's really this easy to get the grill going. Alright. So that's a safety switch. If I don't close the lid, the fan won't kick on and the fire will really never get going. There's a safety switch over here too, but that's for cooking with the lid open. If you go over 500, it'll shut the fan off. So I forgot to take out my fire choker slides. And if you want to get your fire going, you got to take these out. Otherwise, you'll get an error code to tell you that you left them in. So, whoops. But now we'll see the smoke will really get going. Yeah, now we're cooking. So go ahead and get this closed up and turn it on and set the temp. Turn the grill on. When you turn it on, it's automatically set to 225. I'm bringing it up to 250. Even though I'm going to cook at 225, I start the grill off a little hotter than what I plan to cook at. Just because once I open it up and put the meat in, you know, the temp's going to come down. So yeah, once we're ready to put the meat on, we'll bring it down to 225. Let this thing heat up. All right, look at this beauty. Oh yeah. So we're about 244. It's a good time to put her on and bring the temp down. Got this cool app that Masterbuilt came out with. I can control everything on my grill from here. I'm going to go ahead and set the temp, scroll down to 225. You can go all the way up to 700 on this thing. So 225, set temp. That's all there is to it. Now let's get this tri-tip on. I like to put it on the middle rack. I feel like that gives me a lot of airflow around the meat, and I don't want it right above the heat source because I don't want to dry out the bottom of the meat. So I like the middle rack, works great for me. So we'll let this Inkbird probe kind of keep an eye on things for me. Let me get it in here dead center. I like my Inkbird because it allows me to monitor up to 6 pieces of meat at once. The probe that comes with the Masterbuilt works great too. Feel free to use that. I've just been using Inkbird for years and years. I love it. It's consistent. I know how it works. And what I do is I have 2 apps that I keep open on my phone. I can go back and forth. I can see, here is my grill temp. And I can control my grill from there, and then I've got my meat temp right here, so pretty easy. So now we're up to about 100 degrees. This is when I want to pull it off and let it rest and crank the heat up. So I'm going to crank it up to 500 and get it nice and hot. It's as hot as I can get it and still be able to cook with the lid open. And I want to cook with the lid open because I want plenty of oxygen to get in there, because I want to have direct fire on the meat to really kind of build a nice bark on it. So here we go, 500. And we will take the tri-tip off and let it rest for about 15 or 20 minutes. It's looking good. You can see the fat starting to render, and really it's going to be great. So you can see it came up to 106 degrees while it was resting. So when you rest meat, it continues to cook. So here we go. Grill's nice and hot. Get this bad boy on here. I'm gonna go fat side down first. And I'm gonna put it directly above the heat source, which is called the manifold. Because like I said, I wanna get flare-ups. I wanna get some fire going on this thing. It's gonna give us a really nice dark color and really give us a nice crust, nice bark. And you can see we got the flames going, so this is what we're looking for. This is the sear part of the reverse sear. You gotta have flames to sear. Let this go to about 110 internal, then we'll flip it. What we're gonna do after we flip it, we'll let it go to about 120, and then we'll pull it off and let it rest in a foil tint because it'll keep cooking. And it'll come up another 10 degrees from there, which will give me a nice medium rare in the middle, which is what we're shooting for. The middle will be on the rare side of medium rare, which is what I like. The ends will be kind of more on that medium well, which is perfect for my wife. So that's another great thing about the tri-tip is you kind of get different levels of doneness from the outside in. A lot like a prime rib works. So you can really hear this thing sizzling. She's ready to go. Look at the sizzle on here. Look at all that. Oh, this is going to be so good. Perfect. All right, we'll rest it for about 10 minutes, and then we'll cut her open and see how we did. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how she looks. I'm going to cut it into, there's a section where, the grains kind of run in different directions. So you kind of separate it at that point, which is right about here. But it'll also show me, oh man, how it looks in the middle. Wow. That is perfect. That's exactly how I want it to look. I mean, this is going to be fantastic. Ugh, my mouth's watering. I can't wait to get into this. Slice it open. And all that juice just comes right out. Wow. I mean, this thing is just amazing. I mean, the juices, all the fat rendered. Look how juicy that is. Tell me you don't want to eat that. Ugh.
This looks amazing.
All right, we'll keep slicing this bad boy. Man, it's crazy how perfectly cooked meat can get you so excited. I can't wait to dig into this thing. Really looking forward to getting this plated up and enjoying it with my family. So look at the end here. You can see it's more done and gets more rare as we get to the middle. Another great reason to give this cut a try. Hope you guys get a chance to get your hands on some tri-tip soon and give a reverse sear a shot. It's amazing. It just look how juicy it is. I'm gonna get this plated up and go dig in with my family and enjoy this meal. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to join us at Facebook at Smoking and Grilling BBQ. It's a group that we have a lot of fun in. Thanks for watching. Keep it meaty.